At this point, it really seems that Scott Pruitt, the administrator of the Environmental Protection Agency, it seems like he's just screwing with us at this point. Like he's deliberately trying to do the most outrageous and stupid things just to see how much it's going to take for the public, for the Republicans, for everybody to call for his removal from office. I mean, this guy has got to be trolling this country in a way that we have never seen before, because there's no way, there's just no way any human being could be as stupid and corrupt as Scott Pruitt is. And here's why I say that. A new report from The Intercept came out because they got their hands on the documents that prove this. And it says that Scott Pruitt spent over $1,500 in his expense reports for so-called tactical pants. Tactical pants. I don't exactly know what that is unless we're talking about what the military wears as part of their uniform, because those would be tactical pants, I guess. But Scott Pruitt's not in the military. Scott Pruitt's not in a war zone. Scott Pruitt works in an office all day where he doesn't need tactical pants. You could just wear a regular pair of khakis, trust me, and you'll be fine. They don't need to be tactical. They don't need to be special. They don't need to be magical. And more importantly, they don't need to cost $1,500. But again, at this point, the only way I can stay sane is to just imagine that Scott Pruitt's just trolling us at this point. This isn't real. He's only doing it to show how silly he can be, right? I mean, at some point, Ashton Kutcher is going to come walking out of the EPA and tell us we all got punked. Like, I'm 100% certain that has to happen. Otherwise, Scott Pruitt is 100% the dumbest and most corrupt person to ever serve in the federal government. And let's also not forget, while we're talking about this idiot, the fact that he is actively out there trying to destroy the environment, destroying decades worth of environmental protections, most of them put there by Democrats, but even some that were put there by Republicans. He is dismantling all of it. He's screwing over taxpayers for things like special pins and magical pants, all so that he can reward Republican donors with a few fewer regulations. I hope it's worth it, Republicans, because everything Scott Pruitt does at this point, that's on you. You voted for this administration. You voted for Republicans. You are responsible for all of the insanity coming out of Scott Pruitt's office.